welcome to another video in which I'm going to be sharing and looking through the Rainbow Heart Tarot by Rachel Rosenkircher. This is a deck that I was recently sent from America. It took some time to arrive and I absolutely adore it. So let's have a look. So here is the Rainbow Heart Tarot. It comes in a really nice sturdy box and it comes with a lovely guidebook. This is a black and white, very simple guidebook. There aren't any spreads in this. There's a small introduction and then it gets straight onto small paragraphs for each of the cards in the major arcana and exactly the same for the minor arcana. So as you can see, you get given the information for each of the cards and that's it. It's really nice and simple, but it's a lovely little guidebook. Along with the deck, I also received a little art card, which I've kept to put on my side. And here are the cards. So, this is the Rainbow Heart Tarot deck. We will have a look through the cards shortly, but before we do, I just want to explain. This is a really nice sturdy deck. The card quality is really supreme. It's quite shiny. It's very colourful. And as you can see, it isn't really reversible. You can read reversals with this deck, but this isn't a deck that I do choose to read reversals with. It is gorgeous though. So let's have a look at the card. We start with the Fool. A bright, colourful card, full of energy. Traditional in some aspects, but modern in most others. I absolutely adore the colours in this deck. I love how bright the Rainbow Heart Tarot is. It's a real joy to work with. Here's the Magician. How lovely is that? You have all the elements there. And it's just a lovely card. It's almost, in a way, a little bit like the This Might Hurt Tarot, in a way. I'm not sure if you recognise the similarities there, but I think it's the colours for me. It's just really nicely done. The High Priestess. How beautiful is she? With a silvery crown. And I like a blindfold there as well. Then we have the Empress. How wonderful is this? So bright. And the Emperor. And then we have the Hierophant here. It's quite a traditional character. As you can see, Rachel has honoured the traditional tarot. She's certainly put the traditional elements into a card. They are just much bolder, brighter, cleaner and more modern. The Lovers, how beautiful is this card with the sun and the moon even kissing there. It's just adorable. It's such a diverse deck. You can see both characters in this particular card have long hair, so whether they're male or female, that's entirely up to you. The Chariot, how cute are those horses? And I like the little moons and the faces on her shoulder pads there. And Strength, really bright and colourful. The Wheel of Fortune, what a Technicolor card this is. It's just like a paint palette, isn't it? With this like Egyptian pharaoh, if you will, here. And almost maybe the claws of a lion, or the paws of a lion, I would say. Justice, beautifully coloured there. And the Hermit. I adore this card. I love the stars, the starry night sky, and his little lantern. And it's almost like he's floating on a cloud within the woodlands there. The Hanged Man. Now, I always turn this card the other way up so you can see the expression on the face. You can see there's no issues, there's no upset, there's butterflies, there's just this hanging around, waiting, suspended, in suspense. It's beautiful. And Death, simple. The snake is even smiling, look. And the rose there, and the skull. It's just really nice and clear. Temperance, I love that the liquid being transferred between the two cups here is of a rainbow colour. I think you know, the kind of everything goes, everything flows, total balance. It's a lovely card. The Devil, quite the character there. Candle burning on the head. And the Tower. This seems to be my card for this week, unfortunately. But it's a lovely tower. It's a nice, bright, bold, colourful tower. It doesn't look quite so scary as some of them. And the Star. I adore this card. I just love the bold blue against the bright yellows. Lovely. The Moon with a lobster. It's very feminine, this card, to me. it just, yeah, it's really good. This here is one of my favourite cards, the Sun, with all the sunflowers, and Judgment. How wonderful is Judgment there? So colourful. And the World. And you have the snake that, well, the two snakes here that are intertwined. And you've got the 4 elements. Amazing card. So moving on to the minor arcana, we have the Ace of Wands here, and that stereotypical hand holding onto the wand. And it looks like there's fire coming out the top of the wand in the clouds. It's a really nice card there. And the Two of Wands, holding the ball and waiting, holding them wands. I love the little pointy shoes. 3 of Wands, look at the pink dolphins. How cute are they? And the heart on the end of the boat. I love this card. It's just really, I don't know, not childish, not kiddie, but just really nice and primary colours. I love it. 4 of Wands, how beautiful is this? You've got the garlands here, and you've got the castle with the running river. So you've got the elements there of water as well. And you've got the fire. And then we have the 5 of Wands, with tigers and lions and leopards and panthers. And all those animals, you know, battling against each other. And the beautiful red and purple. It's just so stunning. 6 of Wands, stars around the crown there, look. And the sword on a side. I love this 7 of Wands. It just feels like the phoenix rising from the flames. You know, rebirth, if you will. Even though I associate 7 of Wands with dealing with one thing at a time and taking your time to solve issues separately to each other. This here to me is like the phoenix rising from the fire saying, I can do this. It's a really lovely card. Then we have this hasty speed of the 8 of Wands. All these arrows firing. Beautiful. And the 9 of Wands there. All them sunflowers. She looks so serene, happy in her surroundings. And then we have the 10 of Wands. He's literally sweating in his work. Bless him. And the Page. It doesn't look like a child in this card to me. It just looks like a very nice youngster. I think the card's really nice and bright. This snake on the floor is interesting. And the Knight of Wands. Very bright and colourful there. All in greens and blues and reds. And the Queen of Wands, a beautiful card. I love this rainbow, and again, and the sunflowers, and the lion there is a brooch that joins the clothes together, and we have the snake going up a wand. Really interesting card, lots going on. You have the King of Wands there. Looks like he's travelling through the desert, doesn't he? Really, really nice. So the cups, we have the Ace of Cups, that golden cup, and you can see the bird there. And the lovely horizon and the cup in the hand coming out of the cloud. Beautiful. And the 2 of Cups. This is such a beautiful 2 of Cups. You can see them hearts. And the heart is actually from the packaging, as you can see. You can see them hearts the same. So we have the 2 hearts and the 2 cups and the holding of hands and this unison and the sun and the moon. It's just delightful. And then we have the 3 of Cups, this gathering, this celebration of the sisterhood. It's just so beautifully done. And 4 of Cups, and the cup being offered here from out of the sky. He's still so disappointed. It's such a beautiful card, and it's so autumny as well with the colouring. And we have the 5 of Cups. This looks quite devious with the red liquid coming out of the cups, almost like blood. And she's looking really glum and sad, but the 2 cups are here, you know, the 2 upright cups. So, lovely card. How glorious is this? Isn't it just wonderful? All the flower pots and the rainbow. And then we have the 7 of Cups with all these different options. How lovely is that? All these different options in the clouds. The 8 of Cups. It's a very stereotypical 8 of Cups. Very beautiful still. I love this. It reminds me of Ariel from The Little Mermaid. If you throw in a little bit of Aladdin here with all these lamps. So beautiful. And this is such a glorious 10 of Cups. It's so bright, so colourful. It's just a dream. It's a technicolor dream. And we have the Page of Cups with beautiful pearls. And the Knight of Cups all in pink. And the Queen of Cups. Now usually this is a card I associate with the most, but I would actually say I'm starting to associate with the Queen of Staves more now with this deck. Then we have the King of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. Beautiful Ace of Swords. Again, the hand from the cloud, the sword, the crown around it, the two roses there, the white and the red rose, and the mountainside in the background, these new ideas, these new energy, this sudden burst. It's a really wonderful card. So well imaged. Just beautiful. Two of Swords. Blindfold there and the two swords crossed across her chest. And the Three of Swords. I wasn't too keen on this eye coming out from the centre of the heart. I thought it was a little bit grim, but still a very effective card. How lovely is this? I first looked at this and thought the Four of Swords, you know, the stereotypical meaning of the Four of Swords. And then I looked at this knight all, you know, clad in the metal, but it looks like they're kind of encased by this safety tent, if you will. So the swords are all around them like protection. It's a really lovely card. I like the colours. I like the pastel pinks. It's lovely. Five of Swords. I've got broken swords here. It's absolutely stunning. Six of Swords. Look at that horizon. Look at the lovely reflection here in the water. Isn't it lovely? The colours again. Not my favourite card, the Seven of Swords. Never has been, never will be, but the image says it all really. Red, dark, sinister. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Well, I'm not sure whether this is something that she needs to be doing, really. It looks like she's actually laid herself on this beach to have swords thrown at her, doesn't it? So I love the pink background. The Nine of Swords. Very stereotypical Nine of Swords. Very traditional there. But such a wonderful image. This is a really creepy Ten of Swords. Again, we've got this red, like the blood. And we've got the Page of Swords, all in pinks and purples. And the Knight of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. I love that this heart features again. We have this wise owl here. And the bird and the crown on her head. And the King of Swords. I wasn't so sure about this card at first, but I quite like it with his bird on his chest there. So the Ace of Pentacles, how lovely is this? It's not a coin, it's like a pomegranate, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. All the rich reds and the bright yellow, it's so vibrant and happy. And the Two of Pentacles. Now usually I quite like this card, but for some reason I don't know if it's a snake, I don't know if there's a darker colour in, but and I love the yin yangs, but it doesn't scream to me, this card. Whereas this one, this is my favourite card in the deck. I adore this card. How beautiful is it with the three worker bees there, working together as a team, and the colours are just wow. Four of Pentacles, and you've got all these locks here. You know, it's holding on to things. Grim card, unfortunately. The Five of Pentacles, and if you look, it doesn't look like the person's quite made out there. It's a bit bizarre, and you've got them hearts weeping. It's such an upsetting card. But here we have the Six of Pentacles, bright and bold and pink and purple and yellow and blue and just vibrant again. Seven of Pentacles, a beautiful card. How lovely is this? At first I thought, oh, it's unicorns, and I had to look again and realise it's like monsters, isn't it? But it's this being happy in the work, and it's all like puppet making, if you will, there in my eyes. It's just beautiful. And the Nine of Pentacles with this wonderful peacock. And all the lovely flowers in her hair and her beads and her dress. It's just so colourful. Now, I did say that the Worker Bees card, or the Three of Pentacles, was my favourite in this deck, but this is a second favourite. The Ten of Pentacles. It's like the castle in the sky, isn't it? All them primary colours. It's like a little happy scene. It's your happily ever after card, this one in my eyes. It just looks so wonderful. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight. I love these colours. I love these colours. And then the Queen. And look, she's holding the crystals there. And then the King. So that is the Rainbow Heart Tarot. Now this deck is available to purchase online. If you have a look on Instagram, there's some wonderful pictures of this deck. You can get it quite easily online, but you may, if you're in the UK, find yourself having to pay a little bit of shipping. It's so worth it though. It's such a wonderful deck. It's slightly bigger than your average tarot card, and it is quite, you know, hefty to shuffle. But this is a deck that I've been working with for the past 2 weeks now, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. It's living in one of my special boxes on my desk, and this is like my daily drawer at the moment. I love this deck. I have I would say probably about 5 top decks, and this has made it into my top 5. So it's that good. I really do recommend it. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it informative. Please do drop a comment below. Let me know what you think of the Rainbow Heart Tarot, whether you're going to get it, whether you've already got it, whether you just really like the look of it, or maybe you're not so keen. I'd love to hear your views and opinions. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.